Now the time for short talk. About the Vassa. Vassa. Vassa, the meaning of Vassa, rain season. Rainy season. But these words originally Vassa. Vassa Vassa. The two words are combined. Vassa. But then one word disappear. Only this word left. So Vassa is staying. Vassa is rain season, so not enough meaning. Because one word disappear, the following word disappear. So Vassa, the meaning is Vassa. Vassa is rain season, Vassa is staying. So staying during rain retreat. So that is the meaning of Vassa. Staying in one place during rain retreats. That is the meaning of Vassa. First of all, we should learn about the Vassa of the Buddha. For the past 20 years, the Buddha did not stay in one place. In the first Vassa, the Buddha stayed in Egypt, Deer Park. Second, the Buddha stayed in the Veluvana monastery in the city called Rajagaha. Second Vassa. That is, should note this Vassa, because in Veluvana monastery. Third and fourth Vassa in the Veluvana. The fifth in the Kudagara Sala monastery in the Mahavana forest. Sixth in the Makula mountain. 7 in the Tawadensa heaven to teach Abhidhamma. 8 in the Pesakalavana woods near Susumara city. Woods is small plants. Small plants is not like tree. Maybe about the human people. And that kind of tree high, like a kind of bee plant. Number 9 in Kosambi city. 10 in the Bali Leka forest. 11 in the Brahmana village in Nala city. 12 in Vinaya city. 13 in the Saliya mountain. 14 in the Jedavana monastery. 15th in the Kapilavatthu city or country. 16 in Alawi city. 17 in Rajagaha city. That is also in Veluvana. 18 and 19 in the Chetiya mountain. 12 in the Veluvana monastery. In the city called Rajagaha. Among this, we should note number 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 17. Another is 20. All are in Rajagaha. So 20 years the Buddha stayed like this, changing the place. The next 25 years, the Buddha stayed in Savatthi. Savatthi, Jetavana monastery or Bopharama monastery. Jetavana monastery is donated by Anatha Bendika. Bopharama monastery is donated by Visakha. They are very famous. They help a lot to the Buddha's dispensation. So because of this case, the Buddha stayed there long time. So Vassa, about the Vassa is, the Buddha was dwelling at the Veluvana monastery in the Rajagaha city. The Buddha laid down about the Vassa. Before that, the Buddha doesn't lay down this rule. So we need to check in which time does the Buddha lay down about the Vassa. Now, in the Vinaya book, when the Buddha was dwelling at the Veluvana monastery in Rajagaha city. So the Buddha stayed 2nd Vassa, 3rd or 4th, on 17 and 20. So among this, which year the Buddha laid down this rule? So in the Sutta, in Anguttara Nikaya, Vasupanayika Sutta, mentioned like this: the Buddha never laid down the first 20 years about this Vassa. So after 20 years, the Buddha laid down this rule. So because of this case, in the Vinaya book, here at the Veluvana monastery, so if so, the Buddha laid down this rule in 20 years of the Buddha, 20th years. Before that, the Buddha doesn't lay down this rule. So for the past 20 years, the Buddha has yet to lay down Vinaya rules for all bhikkhus to stay in one place over a course of 3 months. He first took on this lifetime for himself. But for other bhikkhus, some might have been wandering throughout all 3 seasons in the year, rainy, winter, and summer seasons. People of other religions have already had their practice. So some people started blaming the monks. They say that the bhikkhus keep wandering in each season, stepping on new green grass, harming lives which has only one life faculty, referring to the earth. They think the earth is alive. The grass also alive. They think. They say the earth has only one life faculty. One life faculty is faculty is like that. Eye faculty, ear faculty, but in the earth they don't have eye faculty, ear faculty. For the human, eye faculty, ear faculty, nose faculty, tongue faculty, body faculty, and mind faculty, like this. Other than also have. But for the earth, they think the earth have body faculty, but it is different. Body faculty is body translucency. Translucency is if someone touches, we can know. That kind of rupa we call body faculty. But in the earth, they don't have that kind of case. If our body sometimes, because of disease, destroy some place, at that time, although someone touches, we cannot know because of break. So they think in the earth they have one life faculty. And they think the earth is alive. The grass also alive, they think. Because of this case, they blame like this. Bhikkhus keep wandering in each season, stepping on new green grass, harming lives which has only one life faculty, referring to the earth. They also blame the monks for harming the many insects during the rainy season. People of other religions have already had a practice of staying in the single place during the rainy season. Other religions don't have admonishments, good admonishments. Even those, they stay in one place in the rain season. Another then they say, even the birds stay in their nest on top of trees during Vassa. The public inevitably compares and complains about the Buddhist monks' wandering habits. Due to the above reasons, Buddha laid down the rule for the bhikkhus to stay in a single place over 3 months. If a bhikkhu wanders during Vassa, he offends a Vinaya rule, committing Dukkata Abati. Abati is 7 kinds. Dukkata Abati is one of them. From the lower to the higher, this is the second Abati, Dukkata Abati. We can translate bad behavior offenses. If some bhikkhu go outside during Vassa, especially in the dawn time, about 6:30 morning. At that time, if some bhikkhu go out during Vassa, he commits Dukkata Abati, bad behavior offenses. in that time only. Other time can come back again. In the morning about 6:13, nearly 6:13. So there are two kinds of vassa: purima vassa. Purima vassa is the first vassa. This vassa extends over the first 3 months of the rainy season, non-stop, or 3 months. Bichima Vassa. This Vassa begins on the second month of the 4-month rainy season. So the Bichima Vassa will start next month, 30 days later start. And this is also 3 months. 3 months, the same. Bhikkhu who practice during the Purima Vassa can enjoy the benefits of Kathina, can do Kathina. Those who practice during the Bichima Vassa cannot enjoy the benefits of Kathina. So, but can do like this. Now we stay, 2 bhikkhus stay here. To perform Kathina, not enough Sangha. So, one of us, we have to accept Kathina robe. So to give Kathina robe, we need Sangha. So now we are only 2. To perform the Kathina, we need other 3 bhikkhus. They can help. Bichima Vassa. They also can help to get benefits of Kathina for us. But actually they cannot get like this. Before the recitation of Vassa, what should a bhikkhu do? Before the recitation of Vassa, what should a bhikkhu do? How to explain in the literature? To clean the vihara, monastery. Because in the ancient time, go here and there, maybe some forest, but need the bed during Vassa, in the rainy season, small or big, need a bed. To clean the vihara, monastery. The second, to keep any drinking water or other water to be used. To finish, paying respect to the Buddha image. Buddha image, Buddha image also, pagoda also can do. To recite in a suitable way for Vassa 1, 2 or 3 times. 1 also okay, 2 also okay, 3 also okay. The way to invite, so we have to recite Imasame Vihare, Ima Demasa Vassa Upemi. The meaning is, I will stay for rains retreat for 3 months in this monastery. So we have to recite 1, 2 or 3 times. The way to invite bhikkhus to stay during Vassa. Agichandu Bhajanda. So that is a need for you, for all of you. Because if you want to invite during Vassa, Siaroji, can invite if you know the way. Agichandu Bhajanda. Echami Dhananja Dado Dhamminja Sodo Bhikkhuja Basido. Come, venerables, I wish to give offerings, to listen to the Buddha's teaching or Dhamma, and to see the monks or bhikkhus. There are 3 reasons to donate, to listen, to see the bhikkhus. So if you invite, so that is allowable to come for the bhikkhus. But sometimes, although we have no invitation, we can go outside. Sometimes a bhikkhu, one bhikkhu sick, to help that bhikkhu. One samnera sick, to help that bhikkhu. So sometimes some because of big offense. For example, outside one bhikkhu, he commits big offense. He need to recover his offense. At that time, we can go to help. Sometimes mother sick, although don't invite, can go. Father sick, can go, although don't invite. But sister and brother sick, without invitation, cannot go. Cannot go like this. Parents has a special chance because parents is they help for the children. So bhikkhu also should do their parents. Should take care, sometimes should take care their parents. But sister and brother, bhikkhu no need to take care a lot. So you should note about the invitation to offer, to listen Dhamma, to see bhikkhus. So if so, you can invite to the bhikkhus. Because in the Buddha time, one devotee make the bidding for the bhikkhu, want to invite during Vassa, but the bhikkhu don't dare to go because of Vinaya rule. At that time they blame. So the Buddha allowed this invitation. So this is about the Vassa. About the Vassa. Yes. Now I want to say one story about the Vassa. During Vassa, the bhikkhu how to do? To follow the way how to do. About the one bhikkhu's Mahasiva Thera story. About the Mahasiva Thera story. From the Digha Nikaya, second book. I cannot remember page number. Mahasiva Thera was teaching 18 groups of monks. He is a teacher. He has 18 groups. Not 18 persons, 18 groups. Under his guidance, 30,000 bhikkhus had achieved arhatship. One of them, but he is not noble one. He is the only teacher, ordinary bhikkhu. One of them reflected that I have many qualities within me. What about my teacher? At that time, he saw his teacher as an ordinary person, not a noble one. He thought, there is no one who is a shelter for my teacher except me. He wants to help his teacher. He thinks that his teacher can't teach attainments himself, can't reach attainments himself. He will admonish by descending from the sky near the monastery. He approached his teacher, staying in one place, doing disciples' duty, sat down on one side. The Thera asked his disciple why he came. So the disciple answered, to get rejoicing from your Dhamma talk. My disciple, I am busy. This is not a good time. The Thera replied, I will ask you again when you are at your thinking place. Thinking place is like this. In the morning, about to go for the alms round. So, Bhikkhu prepare to go outside. In that place, Bhikkhu think where I should go for alms round. And that is we call thinking place. At that time, I will ask you. The disciple say like this. At that time, I will also be busy, because he has many disciples. So I will ask you on the way of your alms round. So the teacher gave answer. At that time, I will also be busy. I will ask you when you are wearing your underrobe in preparation for the alms round. At that time, I will also be busy. I will ask you when you are wearing your double robe. In this way, he asked. I will ask you when you are sitting at the eating place. I will ask you when you are drinking the porridge. I will ask you when you come out of the village. Every time he gave answer, I am very busy. So many times he asked like this. So the disciple reprimanded the Bhante. After washing your face, after going into the kuti, after sitting 3 or 4 sessions to warm yourself, do you have time for proper attention? Do you have time for meditate? The disciple asked his teacher. Another question: where you have the time to dine? Because you are very busy. So if I ask you, do you have time to practice? I'm very busy. Huh? So the disciple asked his teacher, why you have the time to dine? Because you are very busy. You are the same as a flat piece of wood to let others to lie upon. For yourself, you are not useful. In the ancient time, maybe have the flats of wood, carry here and there. If you want to lie down against the wall, stay against the wall after that, like this. You are the same like that. For others, it is good, but for yourself, not useful. The disciple say like this. After saying as such, he flew off into the sky. He showed his power. The Thera thought the disciples' words are piercing. The disciples' words are piercing. He come to admonish me to practice. I will give time for practice tomorrow morning. Huh? If someone asks you, do you have time to die? Huh? How to think? The next morning, the Thera went to the forest to practice. He thought that for a person like him, just 2 or 3 days of practice would get him arhatship, because he is very knowledgeable. He thinks himself, if I practice only 2 or 3 days like this. So before Vassa, that 2 or 3 days before Vassa, he go forest without saying anyone, because after 2 or 3 days he will come back to monastery. He give time to practice 2 or 3 days. He doesn't say any disciple. 2 or 3 days before Vassa, he go to the forest. He paid attention to his meditation objects, but he could not achieve attainments. He thought, I will spend 3 months instead. Although he practiced 2 or 3 days, he cannot get. So he will continue, not come back. Not come back to his monastery, because he no yet get. No yet get. So we also should not come back. So he will spend 3 months instead. He think like this, 3 months. 3 months is only 2 or 3 days. By thinking like this, he will practice. He will spend 3 months. So Pavarana day arrived. Pavarana day is invitation day for the monks. At the end of Vassa, we have to invite each other like that. If I see venerables, if you see my fault, bodily, verbal, and mental, if you see my fault, if you hear my fault, if you have doubts about my fault, please say me. If I know, I will recover my fault. Very good invitation. That day we call Pavarana day, invitation day. At the end of Vassa, we have to do. Bhikkhu have to do. That day we call Pavarana day. Pavarana day arrived. So the Vassa ended. But he could not achieve attainments. If you experience that kind of case, how to do? Continue or come back? He becomes angry, and tears rolled down his cheeks. So Bhikkhu also have to cry. You should not think Bhikkhu always happy. Sometimes Bhikkhu also have to cry. So he continued his practice, but thought that he cannot meditate with the 4 bodily postures. So he decided that he will not wash his feet. In the ancient time, mostly stay outside of monastery, practice. If it come, wash the feet. So now he decided like this. He will not wash his feet and will try to meditate diligently. Nearing next Vassa, he still had no attainments. So he practiced more and more. He don't wash his feet. He removed his bed. Only he stay walking, sitting, standing. In this way, although he tried, he still had no attainments. In this way, 29 years had passed. So many times. He cried frequently due to the lack of attainments. His feet had many diseases from his practice. The children insulted each other by saying, "May you be like Mahathera's feet," because Mahathera's feet have many diseases. So they say each other in bad intention, "May you be like Mahathera's feet." They know, the children know Mahathera's feet very bad because long time don't wash. In the Bhavarana day, he sat with his back lying on a flat piece of wood. He thought, for 30 years he have given much effort. He cannot become an arahant. Anger arose. Tears rolled down his cheeks. In the distance, a Devi cried. Devi is female Deva. Female Deva come there. In the distance, not so far, not so near, she also cried. So the Thera asked her, "Why do you cry? Why do you cry?" So she replied, crying will produce mega and phala. I will cause the path and fruition knowledge to arise in the same way as you. Thus I'm crying. By crying like this, I will produce path and fruition knowledge. By thinking like this, I'm crying like you. So Mahathera thought to himself, "Oh, Mahasiva Thera," he called himself. He called his name. "Oh, Mahasiva Thera, even a Devi jokes about me." Shame arose in him. Very difficult, Very difficult to practice. So shame arose in him. At that time, he practiced Vipassana with a great effort and achieved arhatship then and there. He thought to himself, "Now I will sleep." Before he never sleep, 30 years. Now I will sleep. He went to prepare his bed and washed his feet. So now the story ends. So now start Vassa. How to decide to practice? Do you have time to die? To die. During Vassa, mostly the bhikkhu try to practice. In the Far Meditation Center also, Sayaraji encourage to practice during Vassa. So mostly in the fall have to practice, all Vassa have to practice. But some Vassans they have finished meditation course. They no need to advice from their teacher because they have long time. So if they want, they can learn outside of Vassa. But Siaroji encourage during Vassa to practice for those. So mostly bhikkhus have to practice during Vassa because cannot go outside. The new bhikkhu also cannot come our place. So we get chance to practice very quiet. People also in Myanmar, according to Myanmar tradition, they try to practice especially morality, about the morality mostly, because people is mostly busy. To meditate it is very difficult, but 4 times a month, but in Prinivana Sutta 8 times a month have to practice 8 precepts. But some place many times during Vassa they practice morality many times, many days. Before Upasana day, after Upasana day, like this they do. So at least for the lay people should practice morality in the Upasana day, 8 precepts. Like your hair. Your hair is after 1 week become dirty, so need to wash. So our mind, people's mind also, we have to do works. So our mind become dirty, so need to wash once a week by practicing morality. So at least you should try to practice 8 precepts 4 days a month. Upasana day or Sunday or Saturday can do. In the ancient time, Upasana day is a free day, holiday. Now can change, maybe Sunday or Saturday, holiday. Upasana day can do. Can do. It is good to wash your mind. Every time, if you no wash, your mind become very dirty. Later, your mind not clear, very sad, not happy. Can be like this. If you wash once a week, your mind become pure. So, if the mind clean, we will be happy. We will be not sad. So it is good. If you have ability to arrange, to meditate, it is better. So according to my idea, sometimes I don't want to encourage so much to practice meditation, because for the people have many responsibility. Sometimes among the family, one practice meditation long time, so other person have heavy duty. So it is not good. But if you ordain, okay, or abandon for the wife or husband, so if so, you have no duty, because you already abandoned. But if you are lay people, practice meditation long time, later enjoying with the property, if so, for the family, sometimes not good. So I don't want to encourage to ordain. Another thing is to arrange. for the to get good condition for the family, for the your communication. It is better. Huh? It is better. So now you know about the Vassa. So how can I do during Vassa? In the ancient time, the bhikkhu, how they do during Vassa. So we should follow, we should practice at least 5 or 8 precepts whole time a month. It is the tradition of Vassa. So now we should stop our Dhamma talk. So may you get knowledge by listening Dhamma talk. May you be happy, may you be attain Nibbana by using the Dhamma. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now need to do sharing merits. Repeat after me. Idam me nyadinam hodu Sukhida hondu nyadayo Idam me nyadinam hodu Sukhida hondu nyadayo Idam me nyadinam hodu Sukhida hondu nyadayo Idam me bonya Asawakaya Wahan hodu Idam me bonya Nibbanasa Pachayo Hodu Mama bonya bagan Sabha sadhana Pajemi Te sabbe Me sama Bonya bagan Labandu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.